Hi everyone! So today we're going to talk about the last skill of IELTS, which is speaking. So let's see what we have here. The speaking is from 11 to 13 minutes, so this is like approximately maximum a quarter of an hour. And then you have 3 tasks to achieve. The first task is a self-introduction, and this is, as the name suggests, it's just introducing yourself. So you talk about yourself in a lot of things, like first you have to mention your name, age, nationality, education, family, work, anything that has to do with yourself. And maybe you can talk about your hobbies, for instance. So these are some of the points you can include in the first question. All right. The second question is a cue card that you're given by the examiner. So the examiner gives you a card that has a question prompt. So for example, it may say, describe a movie that you have watched. So what are the question prompts that you need to know? For example, the question prompts may be, what was the movie? When did you see it? Why did you decide to watch the movie? And why did you enjoy watching it? So you have like from 3 to 4 questions related to the prompt, right? Okay, so then you're given like a minute to prepare your answers. So you have a piece of paper and a pen, and you write down whatever ideas you need to include to answer the question prompts. And don't worry, because a lot of people tell me that, may I have a question that is very challenging or something that I may not know about? Don't worry, you don't actually get any concepts or topics that are very specific or very technical to a special field. Don't worry, they're almost like daily life issues. So you don't have to put this in mind. Okay, and after you put down your ideas, the examiner gives you some time to give your answer, and this is like between 2 to 3 minutes you give your answer. And after you finish this part, you have the third part, which is a discussion between you and the interlocutor. So the interlocutor starts asking you questions, and then you give your answers, and then he starts like discussing with you your ideas. For instance, I may ask you about the quality of education in your country. So do you agree that it's good or it's not? So we start like discussing our ideas together. So this is mainly it for the speaking part. So let's see what are the skills needed for this section. The first skill, which is foremost and very important, the pronunciation. And by pronunciation, I mean how you say the words, how you pronounce each word. So this is crucial for your speaking test. Well, some people ask me, do I use the British accent or the American accent? Both are accepted. You can use either American or British, but you have to bear in mind that you stick to one accent. Like, don't say a sentence in British and then the next sentence in American. So this is actually confusing. Just choose one accent and stick to it till the end. The second point is using intonation, stress, and connected speech. Let's see these separately. The first thing is intonation, and this is like the tone of your voice. You have to vary your tone. It's not always high, it's not always low. You have to maintain a medium voice, and at the same time, you have to like vary your tone. Sometimes you have to a bit higher your voice and then a bit lower your voice. You higher your voice on important information, and this is where again you use stress in order for you to say or indicate that this is really important or a piece of information that you need to stress or highlight. And connected speech, as you can see, when we speak, we don't go like I am this, and that. No, we just speak right away. It doesn't mean that you have to speak really fast. No, this means that you just connect your speech. You don't say words in separation. You say words that are connected to each other. All right. Sentence structure. As well as having sentence structure as vital point in writing, it is the same for speaking. Like grammar is really important, and you have to make sure that you're using grammar correctly and properly as well, because again, yeah, speaking is not writing, and sometimes we tend to make mistakes while we speak in grammar, but you just have to make sure that you're using less grammatical mistakes. Lexical variety, again, we mentioned this point when it comes to writing, and it's pivotal when it comes to speaking. You have to mention different words in different contexts. The last thing is try to eliminate hesitation, and this is again axial when it comes to connected speech. Like if you hesitate a lot in the middle of your speaking, this kind of makes the concept or the idea a bit distorted. Like it's hard for your listener to follow with you with a lot of and then you stop in the middle. So this actually confuses the person who listens to you. So you try to eliminate or lessen as much as you can the hesitation marks. So this is it for the skills needed for the speaking part. Thank you so much. And again, feel free to ask me any questions in the comments. See you in my next series. Bye.